Hey guys, Mike here from Salina, Kansas. I'm recording a real quick video for you on Herbalife and keto or ketosis. As you guys know, keto is like the big rave right now. Huge population of people absolutely love the keto nutrition plan and how that works. They love how their body feels. They love the energy. They love how they get to burn fat that way, and it just works for their lifestyle. So the reason why I'm recording this video is that what I did about a month or so ago. I went ahead and formulated an Herbalife nutrition plan for ketosis, and I used it myself. I joined the craze and got into ketosis. Tested myself daily, made sure I remained in ketosis. All those kinds of things. I'll talk about that briefly and how to do that and all those things. But I really want you guys to know I was the guy previously that was like, when someone mentioned keto, I was like, probably more often than not, right in front of their face, rolling my eyes. Because it just, even after doing it, I've realized it's not a good fit for me, but that doesn't mean it's not a good fit for you or any of your clients. And ultimately, it's not my job. Like if someone walks in and they're keto, or you meet them and they're keto, and that's their lifestyle, you're not going to change their mind. You're not going to, they're set. They know what they want. Or maybe they don't know. They're trying the new thing. But regardless, you're not going to change their mind. It's not your job anyways. Your job is to provide a service to them. And I just want to teach you how to still provide amazing service with Herbalife products as an Herbalife distributor for someone that uses the keto lifestyle. So anyways, that was the reason I did it. I got tired of not knowing what I was talking about. I got tired of thinking I didn't have anything to offer someone when they would walk in the club or I meet them and they said they're keto. So I just got tired of that. I'm like, certainly Herbalife is the number one nutrition company in the world. And whether you're in keto or not or whatever, nutrition is nutrition. And we have the best nutrition products in the world. So I have something to offer you. So I wanted to figure that out. So let's talk about keto real quick. So what is keto? How do you get there? All those things. So first thing you need to do is you need to set your macros. So your carbohydrates, your proteins, and your fats. So in the typical, I guess you could say, keto plan, you're looking at 70% fats, and you really want the vast majority of that fat to be healthy fat, obviously. So 70% fat, 20% protein, and 10% carbohydrates. Like that's the kind of typical keto macro breakdown. So once you have your macro breakdown, which you can start there and then adjust as you need to, you take your calorie intake for the day, and that's how you determine how many grams of each that you need. So you'll be able to determine how many grams of fat, how many grams of protein, and how many grams of carbohydrates you need a day to stay within those percentages, but also get enough calories that you need in order to fuel your body. So that's how you determine that. There's tons of apps that can help you with that, websites, all that stuff. But 70, 20, 10. Okay, 70 fat, 20 protein, 10 carbs. So from there, and I got some notes here so I don't miss this stuff. So from there, you have to commit to that. I want you guys to really understand that way. If you ever decide to do it yourself, or if you have clients in keto, you cannot cheat. Like there's zero cheating if you want to remain in ketosis and get the results that you're looking for as far as the keto plan goes. If I learned anything through this experience is that if keto does anything for anybody, even the average person, it can create discipline for them that they may not have been able to create on one of our typical, weight loss nutrition plans, like 2 shakes, 2 snacks, 1 healthy meal. It's a lot easier to cheat on those, secretly cheat on those, because if you cheat, it's not going to kick you out of, ketosis. Whereas if you're in ketosis and you cheat, you introduce too many carbs, then boom, you got to start all over again. So just so you know, once you make that transition in your macros, it takes, depending on the person, everyone's a little different, like 3 to 5 days to get into ketosis. And those first few days can be rough. I didn't see a big effect really too much. I was kind of groggy a little bit, but I didn't have headaches, none of that. But you will, you hear people talk about that. I personally think it's probably just not drinking enough water when you're doing it. But there are people that, you'll even, if you Google the keto flu, there's people that like it really affects them the first few days. Then once you get into ketosis, then you start feeling great. The energy comes and all those things. So commit. You have to be disciplined. And I just really want to stress that. If you have a client that wants to do keto but has zero discipline, keto is not for them. So anyways, as far as the Herbalife products goes, okay, so one thing you need to decide, if you're only doing 10% carbohydrates in a day, where do you want those carbs to come from? Okay. So first off, you're going to eliminate like pretty much all bread. Actually, not pretty much. Yes, all bread. So you have a very limited amount of carbohydrates you can take in a day, and you have to decide what source you want those carbs to come from. For me, on an Herbalife plan, I wanted all of my carbs to come from Herbalife products. So I drank my greens. I found a green drink to drink my greens every day, and then I consume zero carbs anywhere else if at all possible. There's sneaky carbs in there and all those kinds of things, but so I wanted all my carbs to come from Herbalife products. So obviously, first, our shakes. One shake a day if you're in ketosis is awesome because I used the 24 line when I still use it every day, but the Herbalife 24 Sport, Formula One Sport, which is about 12 net carbs. And then the new 24 Enhanced Protein is awesome for keto because if you just do one scoop, it's one carb. If you do two scoops, it's two carbs. So depending on what your protein levels need to be, you can have a shake for 13, 14 carbs. Now that may be half your carb intake for the day, but it's a great source of carbohydrates. So from there, obviously the multivitamin, the cell activator, total control, herbal tea concentrate. Stay away from liftoff if you're in ketosis, just because I think there's like 5 grams of carbs in there, and it's just you want to save your carbs for your shakes and things like that. So one liftoff a day, maybe. Just depend, again, what's your carb number and where do you want those carbs to come from? Those are decisions you need to make. Probiotic and aloe and fiber are huge, huge for keto because a lot of people will have some constipation issues, some digestion issues when they convert their macros to that. So I highly recommend aloe and the probiotic and fiber. And then Prolesa. So if you got someone, usually people want to do keto because they want to lose weight. There's 5 grams of carbs in Prolesa. And so I committed to 5 of my carbs a day are coming from Prolesa Duo. So that's another product. Bev Mix, only 3 carbs, and the iced coffee, only 5 carbs. So guys, you have tons of things to offer. That's just like, our most popular products. Dig in, find them. And it's your job as a distributor to let somebody know, hey, I can help you. Like, yeah, maybe your 2 shake, 2 snack, 1 healthy meal person, they're not ketosis, but are they only purchasing Formula One and PDM? And what about, all those other things where you have everything to offer, not just them, but also someone in ketosis, the multivitamin, cell activator, total control, herbal tea concentrate, all those things. So it's totally possible to customize an Herbalife nutrition plan for someone in keto. So those are just dig in, but those are some of the quick ones. So again, Formula One Sport or the normal Formula One is also very low in carbohydrates. So is the PDM. Comparatively speaking, is pretty low in carbohydrates. I love the 24 Enhanced Protein. Stay away from Rebuild if you're in ketosis. It's just formulated differently. It's a higher carbohydrate type recovery. So like I said, I drank my greens because I didn't want to get carbs from all of my broccoli and stuff like that. So I drank my greens, a green drink every day. And let's talk about testing real quick as we wrap this up. So it's really important for you to test yourself or your clients to be testing themselves to make sure that they are remaining in keto. One, it's a way to keep yourself accountable if you know you got to test yourself every day. But 2, you just need to know. You really need to know if you're in ketosis or not. Otherwise, you're just consuming a bunch of fat that you don't need. Okay. So there's 2 ways that I recommend for testing yourself. And the first one and the most accurate is blood. But most people don't want to do that, myself included. I didn't want to do that. The second way is urine. You can pee on a urine stick and it'll tell you. The thing about the urine though, so if you decide to test yourself that way, your body extracts extra ketones through your urine. So what is catching on that stick, what it's telling you is that you have an excess of ketones and your body is getting rid of it. So that isn't 100% accurate, but logically speaking, if your body is flushing out additional extra ketones, that means your body is producing more ketones than you need. So in theory, you're now in ketosis. The thing is, your body will adapt and it'll start using more and more ketones as you go. So that urine test strip will become less and less accurate as you go as well. But it's at least an indicator. If you have an excess of ketones in your urine, you're probably in ketosis, logically speaking, okay? Tons of water, tons of discipline. So let's talk about actually helping somebody. When someone comes in the club, for instance, come in the club, hey, what do you have? I'm keto. 2 questions I always ask someone on keto if they come into my space, our club, or I'm in a conversation with them and they're asking about Herbalife, but I'm on keto. 2 questions I have: how many carbs do you consume in a day? And where do you typically get your carbohydrates from? And based off that conversation, a third great question is, would you be open to getting your carbs from a different source? If the answer is yes, you have something for them. If the answer is no, you still have something for them. Hey, you have any digestive issues when you're in ketosis? Awesome, I can help you. How about a multivitamin? How about cell activator? How's your energy? I can help with energy. All those different things, isn't just because someone can't have 2-3 shakes a day doesn't mean you can't help them. So I hope that helps. I hope it kind of breaks down keto a little bit for you. Ultimately, know that you have something to offer everybody, including people in ketosis. So do your homework. Hopefully this video helps. Formulate a plan. If anyone has questions, by all means, shoot them at me, message me. If I don't get back to you right away, I will. But we have something to offer them. So don't just dismiss someone that comes in and they're on keto, because it's a lifestyle that they like or they're trying. And us as Herbalife distributors want to support everybody, because ultimately they're making a decision to try and improve their health and maybe lose some weight. So it's our job to cheer them on, not roll our eyes and tell them how bad of a decision that is for them. So awesome, guys. Hope that helps. Have a great night.